Hello friends, this is Sharmi from the Amateur Gardener. So I'm back again. We'll be doing some planting, some garden maintenance, a whole bunch of things. Let me show you the plants that I'm trying to plant. These are the plants that I'm trying to plant. There are like three delphiniums. I just got this because I love delphiniums. I have some delphinium delgenius. Hope they do good and they come back. We'll see. And I got a couple of columbines. They're blue columbines. I think the ones that I have are like red and yellow, and hopefully they come back. They have come back last year. And then I got a bicolored Calla lily. The ones that I have are like red, purple, magenta, yellow. I think I have a white one as well, but they're all single colored. And this one is a bicolored one, so which really caught my eye. It's from Monrovia. I found that Monrovia plants are really healthy. So, and then this one, it looks like a Hosta, but it isn't. It's a Peruvian Lily, so Alstroemeria, but it's red in color. And the main reason, I do have a red colored or reddish colored Alstroemeria, but I don't have a variegated like a bicolored one. So I love this. So we're gonna look for a spot for it. I typically plant Alstroemeria in like part sun or like morning sun areas. Actually, all of these except for the Calla lily go in morning sun areas. So we'll find a spot for it. Here is a patch of ranunculus that I have. I think I got a couple of colors. I just see one, and these are the anemones. I have ordered some anemones for this area in the back. I planted I believe it's a Daphne that I planted this year. We'll see how it does. And then I'm going to plant some anemone around it. I ordered 3 of them. Should take over. This area is in quite a bit of shade. Gets a little bit of like tangential sun from this direction, but otherwise it's under the shade of this big magnolia tree. So want to be, and then over here I'm thinking I can do the Alstroemeria. It should get a little bit of sun, but not a lot of sun. This is a little offshoot of the Ligularia crispada that I just dug in here, and looks like it's taking. So we should have another one here. I did plant a few of the phlox, subulata, I believe, and this one is like purple something. This is like a creeping phlox, and it should take over. I have it strewn all over, and it usually takes pretty well, needs a season or two to get established. Okay, so but there's a spot here that I'm going to utilize. And this area has drip, but not everywhere. But as you can see, this is the drip line. Okay. Do want to save the plant tag. The next is to plant the delphiniums. This area gets quite a bit of shade, maybe about a couple of hours of sun and quite a bit of shade in summer. Once the uh, this by two-in-one tree leaves out. So there is a tree up, if you can see it. That's you see two branches mainly. One's an apricot and the other's Santa Rosa plum. And they are in the process of leafing out. It has been here for 10 plus years. I think we planted it in 2012 when we first moved into the house. So almost 13, 14 years. No, not 13, 12 years. Okay. And so it casts quite a bit of shade, and we didn't do a great job of pruning this tree. So it's grown pretty tall, like 20, 25 feet tall. We did prune some of the branches going out to a neighbor's home at one point, but that's it. It casts quite a bit of shade in summer. So, which is why you can see a bunch of like plants that need partition or shade here. Here, one of them is that hydrangea that I planted last spring. It's Big Daddy hydrangea, and that's supposed to be needing more shade than other hydrangeas. So I planted it there. It's leafed out very nicely. Hopefully, I get some flowers. And then I plant my, this one is heuchera, and then I planted some dianthus. There are a couple of um, camellias in this bed. One's there, and then one here. So this is around my shed too, and the shed itself has quite a bit of shade. There are some hellebores here that leafed out, and I don't expect to get flowers this year, but they look healthy. I also have a Pyrrhus here. It's tiny, and I plan to plant um, the three Delphiniums here. So in winter and early spring, when the trees haven't quite leafed out yet, they do get quite a bit of sun. But as the trees leaf out, they're in a lot of shade, especially from the shed itself and then from the tree. This bed, like most of my beds, have drip irrigation. I don't know whether these delphiniums will be coming back every year. Even if they don't, I'll enjoy the flowers this year. It's hard to have delphiniums survive our summers, but I can enjoy the flowers at this time. If they do, great. Giving you a quick view of the bed. It's next to my onion bed. I have a pulmonaria there that flowered already. And then a bunch of dianthus here and there, some creeping phlox. And then this side is where I planted the three Delphis. Have some eversheen carex here. I think this is the Everillo carex series. I have a whole bunch of them. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 of them here, and then one there. I think I got 10 of them. And they tolerate shade very well, so they have been doing here pretty well. I didn't even cut them back over the winter. We don't get that cold, so they still look pretty good. So that's the bed. And then if I go further back, that's how the bed looks. Wanted to show you one of my petunias that just decided to either self-seed and come back. I think it seeded from something else. I had Supertunia here at one time. I think I had Jazzberry here at one time, and then I also had the white one, the not the mini white, the bigger white. What it is called, snow something. And then I also had bubblegum here at one time. I don't know what happened, but something grew on its own. I'm not complaining. Looks very bright and looks like a little bit of like white, like little strands of white in the flower in the middle of the purpley jazzberry color. So, and then in this bed we have a whole bunch of Brigadoon St. John's wort. I've ordered more of it, and I'm going to plant it in the big triangle bed that we have. I love the color. It self spreads, and it is not like it self spreads, but in a controlled way. And I can see a whole bunch um, of the alliums that I planted here come back. So should be awesome in a few weeks. I want to plant one of the blue columbines here. I have columbines here, and usually they come up every year. I planted them from seed. Okay, so here I got the Calla lily planted. I think I have another one that should come up here that's like yellow in color. I think I can see some gladiolas poking their head. So I have like calla lilies and gladiolas like dispersed between the hydrangeas. So as you can see, the hydrangeas are starting to nicely fill out the area, and then some have buds that are kind of trying to open up. So excited. Now the azaleas are blooming now, and once this kind of take a back seat, it'll be the hydrangeas that will take the front seat. And then this one is the is a hibiscus. It's a perennial hibiscus, and that will take over. And this has been my most consistent and my longest oldest hibiscus here. And there's another one here too that is just starting to leaf out. It takes a little bit longer. Okay, I still have left the pansies here. They look pretty good, so there's no reason to pull them out. And then you can see the little clumps, they're all salvias. I think it's some of them are just the ones that I seeded, and they self-seed and come back every year. Um, some Asiatic lilies are also springing up. You can see here. And these lilies are also very consistent. They have been coming back for like the last several years. That's the Hawaiian ginger, the Kahili ginger, the yellow colored one. That looks awesome. And I haven't seen blooms from the irises yet, but I expect blooms. They bloomed last year, and they are coming back really nicely this year. Okay, giving you a show of how the alstroemeria looks. We got a lot of storms and rain last night, but and then it's the neighboring ranunculus that look awesome. It kind of looks like a rose, but it looks beautiful. And then these are the anemones, and some of them are like semi-double, single-ish flowers like these, and then some of them are double, hopefully like these. Okay, they are a little like falling apart because of the rain, all the rain they received over the last 2-3 days, but otherwise they look pretty good. Here are some of my larkspur. These are like delphiniums that have started to open their blooms. This bed gets a lot of shade throughout the year because of this tree. I'll just point you. The canopy is still like sparse now. The leaves are, it's just leafing out. There's still some flowers, but and then so the shade that is cast by this tree together with the shade from the shed next to it, this makes it like a full one of my full shade gardens. So as you can see, I planted a lot of these carex. I think these are the Everillo, I think Everillo Eversheen carex. So you'll see like camellias here, a hydrangea, that's a big daddy hydrangea. And mostly shade plants here, or plants that will take shade. Okay, so this is how the bed looks from this angle. And let me step back. It looks very lush and colorful depending on the time of the year you see it, and the color keeps changing. Love the color of the azaleas. These azaleas have also been here for at least 4 years. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do hit a like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.